In this problem, we are dividing with complex numbers. So we have the number I, and the directions do say give your answer in the form a plus bi. So when you're working with I or any radical, remember that you cannot have a radical in a denominator of a fraction. So that includes I, because I is equivalent to the square root of -1. So we have to multiply to create a perfect square so that we can take the square root of it, and therefore there is no longer a radical in the denominator. So that's the process that we're going to walk through. Since my radical in this problem is I, I'm going to multiply both the top and the bottom by I. And the reason why I do that is right here, I squared. Because I know that I squared is equivalent to -1, which I eventually replace it, which means I no longer have a radical in the denominator. So in my denominator, I have 3i squared. In my numerator, I have to distribute the I, so I get 4i minus 6i squared. 4i minus 6i squared, remember I squared is equivalent to -1, so wherever I see an I squared, I replace it. And now I'm just simplifying. So that's what I'm doing in this step here. I have 4i, and -6 times -1 is a plus 6. And then I have 3 times -1, which is -3. Then I just split it into 2 because in order to be an a plus bi form, we have to have 2 separate terms, not just one complex term. So I'm dividing -3 into both parts, or into both terms of my numerator. So 4 over -3, it doesn't divide in evenly, so I'm just going to leave it. -4/3 I. And then -3 does divide evenly into 6 with a -2. A plus bi form, though, wants the number in front and the complex number behind. So that's why I just had to switch and move my -2 to the front and my I term in the back. So that way it's in the proper format.